Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014, Bravo, Bravo.
Bravo, Bravo, descending for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo, Bravo.
Correct. What's your requested routing?
Let's go and then direct.
521 ready, cleared, right to left go.
Let's go, Bravo, Bravo.
Hi, Wycliffe Barrett, Xplane Dedicated. Welcome to the home of Xplane Dedicated on YouTube. This is the YouTube channel where you can find hints, tips and reviews regarding Xplane. I have access to some of the foremost developers of Xplane content in the world. They are members of both the Facebook group and here on the YouTube channel. If you have a question, you can put it in the comments below on any of the videos. I will see them. Or even join the Facebook group. The link will be below. Don't forget to hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you soon. Cheerio. Also, 1, 2, 3. Cheerio.
Dublin, November 180, Bravo, Bravo with it.
November 180, Bravo, Bravo. Good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014, Bravo, Bravo.
Bravo, Bravo, descending for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo, Bravo.
Correct. What's your requested routing?
Let's go and then direct.
521 ready, cleared, right to left go.
Let's go, Bravo, Bravo.
Xplane Dedicated. Welcome to the home of Xplane Dedicated on YouTube. This is the YouTube channel where you can find hints, tips and reviews regarding Xplane. I have access to some of the foremost developers of Xplane content in the world. They are members of both the Facebook group and here on the YouTube channel. If you have a question, you can put it in the comments below on any of the videos. I will see them. Or even join the Facebook group. The link will be below. Don't forget to hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you soon. Cheerio.
Oh, how do we stop the video? Alright, hello, how are you? Ah, and there we go, that's happened as well. We need to turn that off, otherwise we get the echo. Right, good morning. Sorry I was away then. I put on the stream starting video on whilst I just did something. Anyway, I'm here. This, I'm hot as well. This is going to be a short film. It's a live broadcast, but it's going to be short. It's going to be about an airport and also FSInventions flying school Xplane. Flying school instructor for Xplane. We'll see in a moment anyway. I'm in the default Cessna, which is really quite immaterial, but we'll turn that on. Turn the avionics on. Give that a pump, pull that, hopefully. Yeah, it's started, so that's the main thing. So I can put the fuel pump on, the beacon, there we go, taxi. We'll just put everything on whilst we're here, okay, and just go to idle, right. So, Chester Hernandez, good morning, hot dog in the house, good evening, good morning, hot dog, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm in the UK, and the time right now is 11:05 in the morning. So, if you can hear a noise in the background, like a whining noise, it's my battery chargers, because I'm charging some batteries for my racing drone, because I'm going out flying this afternoon. Anyway, enough of that. This airport is KBID. I believe it's KBID. Let's just check. Yes, I got that right. KBID, and it's called Block Island. Now, this airport has been done by Pilots Plus. Okay, now Pilots Plus are a small outfit. I can't quite remember how many people work for them. One of them certainly lives in the UK, Joe Charman, and his mate Jack Benji or Bengi. So the two of them live in the UK, but they've done a number of airports, and recently they released a version 2 of Gatwick. But unfortunately, there appeared to be a number of bugs in it, and so even though they've released it, there are bugs in it, and they're working on a patch. They're working on a patch very quickly. But in the meantime, they re-released this airport with some minor fixes, and I'm not quite sure what the minor fixes are. They haven't sent me a change log or anything, but one of the things I noticed almost immediately when I loaded this up yesterday is that the frame rates are incredible, absolutely incredible. Hot dog in the house, he lives in Cardiff, which is where I live, so nice to meet you, hot dog in the house. Hope you come into RAF Cosford to the flight sim show. Anyway, let's have a look at this airport, and first of all I'll just come outside and we'll look at it, because it's not just the airport you get in the whole island. And what Pilots Plus have done is they've reworked the whole island, Block Island. Block Island is off the coast of New York, I believe. if I remember correctly. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's my deodorant has done that. So you get the whole of the island, and the island has been reworked and vegetation has been placed, and it just looks absolutely superb. It's a beautiful little place, even down to the yachts in the harbour there. And that's a really nice harbour as well. And there's the airport. And this is like a holiday destination. It's a bit like the Hamptons. It'd be interesting actually. Maybe what we should do is this, I think. So let's go to Google. No, we're in Google, aren't we? So and Block Island, there we go. It's a Block Island. It's an island in Rhode Island. So let's have a look on the map. Let's zoom out. Yeah, there it is. That's where I thought. Yeah. So you've got Boston, the Massachusetts, Maine, Nova Scotia, Connecticut, New York. There it is. So you've got New York, Long Island, and Block Island. So yeah, it's kind of outside of New York City, off the coast of Connecticut and off Long Island. So it's it's going to be a destination that people are going to fly to for a holiday. And like I say, it's like the Hamptons, which is out in the suburbs of New York. But this is absolutely lovely. I mean, they've done a really good job here. It's got orthophoto scenery, and it just looks so nice. And they've even altered the coastline water, so you can get that nice pale blue. Now the battery charger has stopped whining. The fan has gone off on the battery charger, so I can hear myself talking. Oh, hot dog in the house. It's Charlie. I know who Charlie is. Hiya, Charlie. How are you? Enjoying the summer holidays? Charlie is a young man, lives just around the corner from where I live, actually, and yeah, very, very pleasant young man he is indeed. I've got something to tell you as well, Charlie, which I'll mention whilst I'm doing this review. So, sorry about the sneezing. What you got to look at here as well is the elevation. I mean, look, the mesh, the terrain mesh is brilliant. We've got a hill here, yeah. I mean, look at that. That is superb. Terrain mesh is going down. The hill is going down to the water there. So all of this island has been reworked by Pilots Plus. Really, really nice indeed. Tiny little airport, general aviation airport here for Cessnas and maybe a Beech Baron 58. It's only a small airport, but it's very, very nice. Now then, so that's, and when I haven't even shown you the scenery of the airport. Let's have a look. Because when I say it's small, it is tiny. I mean, look, it's just a little. You can't even call that a terminal. It's more of a clubhouse, isn't it? Which is very nice, but it's well done. It's all nicely textured. Cars in the car park there. Horse in the field. It's just a tiny little regional. You can't even call it a regional airport. It's like a municipal airport, isn't it? Where people just, they fly into if they're going to stay on the island. Probably easier to fly in. Oh look, they like the van with Pilot Plus on the side of it. Very clever. Okay, so that is it. Nothing huge. No, I mean, it's not. That's it. It's not massive, but it's a lovely little airport. But it's great for sightseeing, which is what we'll do. We'll do some sightseeing, okay? Right. So, but the other thing that I wanted to show you is this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sound. I'm going to turn the volume down just on the aircraft for a couple of minutes. Right, there we go. And then. Oh, my phone is ringing. I'll be right back.
FS Flying School connecting. It's a good idea to check the correct function of your elevator, ailerons and rudder. Aileron check complete. Elevator check complete. Rudder check complete. While we're taxiing, let's check the instruments by making some turns. We need to make sure that the attitude indicator is tilting by no more than 5 degrees. The turn coordinator is tilting in the direction of our turns. The ball and the inclinometer is on the outside of our turns. So we turn left, it goes to the right. We turn right, it goes to the left. The heading indicator is showing the right heading, and the whiskey compass is showing the right heading. We want to taxi with the flaps up. Let's set full flaps, then fully retract them so we know they're functioning freely. Flaps check complete. We want to taxi with the flaps up. Flaps up during taxi. Watch your taxi speed. You're taxiing too fast. Slow down. If you're ready to take off, you need to tell me. Use the rudder to neutralize yaw. Runway 28. Runway length is 2,500 feet. Use right rudder to neutralize any yawing to the left. Our best angle of climb speed is 62 knots. Our best rate of climb speed is 74 knots. If we encounter heavy turbulence, we need to be at or below maneuvering speed, and remember this will decrease as we burn fuel. We don't want to be descending during takeoff. In this aircraft, we normally turn with a 20-degree bank. And with a 20-degree bank, we want to begin our rollout from the turn about 20 degrees before reaching our desired heading. Okay, we've finished taking off and are now cruising. Let's cruise between 2100 and 2700 RPM and lean the mixture to obtain maximum RPM above 3000 feet. Let's gain some altitude. I'm very glad that you checked that the elevator was functioning freely and correctly before we took off. Remember,
right.
the higher the dew point, the more moisture there is in the air.
Darren, can you hear me now? Sorry, I think I had my head mic muted.
It's good to see that you checked that the ailerons were functioning freely and correctly before you took off.
Good, I'm glad. So hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry about that. I had the headset on mute.
You checked that the rudder was functioning freely and correctly before takeoff. Well done.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So I was chattering away, and what I was saying is that basically the flight instructor talks to you all the time, and it's in the settings that you adjust what you want to hear, and it just goes on and on and on, I'm afraid. So I'm doing a circuit, pretty clumsy
The correct
circuit.
use of aircraft lights should be described fully in your specific aircraft's checklists.
Yes, all
What
right.
I'm looking for is, if an engine is on, have the beacon and nav lights on. If taxiing at night or in a heavy aircraft, taxi lights on.
Yeah.
If taking off, cruising or landing, strobe lights on. If not taxiing, landing lights on, unless over 10,000 feet above MSL in a heavy aircraft or cruising in a light aircraft.
Okay. That's weird. So we're coming up around about 1400, 1500 feet, which is nice. Everything's fine. Now, what I'm trying to tell you about this FS Flying School, there is so much. It is such a powerful program that I haven't even scratched the surface of it. As I showed, there's the interface, and there's all sorts of stuff in here, and I really think that you need to look at the manual. You know, you can do ILS approach, visual approach, circuits, which is what I'm doing, and it will take you through all that. Click the buttons below to find out more. You know, circuits. So it is really, really good, but you just need to kind of look at what you're doing. You need to figure out all this stuff. I mean, I haven't looked at the manual or anything, which is pretty disgusting, really, considering I'm trying to review something here. Hang on. Right, I think I need to start my descent and look for the runway. So, throttle back, start descending.
Remember, a night rating is needed if you're flying without an instructor any time more than 30 minutes after sunset or more than 30 minutes before sunrise.
Okay. So in the settings.
Okay, we're about to land.
Okay, so he knows I'm landing, because obviously I've started descending and I'm turning back towards the airport. But just let me pause this for a second, because under settings I've had aviation tips and weather tips. Well, I don't really need aviation tips. Click here to get general spoken tips during flights on aviation. Requires background chatter turned on at the pilot screen of FS. Oh, pilots. Oh, background chatter is turned on. Okay. Yeah, you need to look at the manual. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Alright, let's continue. So there's the island, Block Island. It's really difficult to see the airport, but it's that bit there, that beige bit, I think. No, the beige bit there to the right. There we go. So we descend in nicely. I put some flaps on, change my pitch.
1,000 feet.
Okay, so he's telling me my altitude, 1,000 feet. Just checking that I've got XP realistic on for you.
I'll rate your approach and landing based on the runway in front of us when on final approach, unless you tune nav 1 for an ILS approach.
Okay, so he's going to rate my landing for me, which is a little bit disconcerting, to say the least. So here's the airport. It's that big beige blob there. Very difficult to identify the runway, but we're doing okay. So turned onto that very nicely, rolled out nice as we come in over the island. So landing speed is generally around about 80 knots. So we're a little bit slow. One stage of flap. A little bit high, so I'm just going to come off the throttle now.
Let's use pitch to control our airspeed and power to control our rate of descent. 500 feet. We're landing at runway 28. Elevation is 109 feet. Remember, you'll flare at about 10 to 15 feet, raising the nose about 10 degrees. 300 feet. At 10 to 15 feet, reduce power to idle and flare.
So it's a bit tricky.
200 feet.
It's a bit of a tricky runway because you have these trees and you're really aiming for the numbers.
100 feet. You're below the glide slope. Let's intersect it.
I'm below the glide slope, but there we go. Never mind.
50, 40, 30, 20 feet. Flare. 10. Touchdown. Kilo, Bravo, India, Delta.
Whoops. Whoops.
Watch your steering. I rate your landing at 76.29 points. Approach was 70% for the glide slope and 70% for the localizer. Watch your steering.
Oh, well, there we go. So, you know, he gave me 76% landing. That's not bad. I thought that was pretty good, actually. Right, Hazel, what is my PC spec? I'm going to answer all your questions now. If you've got any questions,
Watch your steering.
I will answer them now. Shush. Well, that was very nice. He gave me a good rating on that landing. I thought that was okay, actually. It's really awkward airport to land at because of the trees.
Watch your steering.
I don't know why I keep saying that. My steering is fine. So we'll just come onto this stand here.
Watch your steering. There's room for improvement. That flight contained problems you need to work on. Check your logbook. Okay, we're starting a new flight.
Oh dear.
Let's increase or decrease throttle smoothly.
We want to taxi with the flaps up. Use gentle turns on the ground.
Oh dear, what happened there? Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's not worry about that. I thought I turned everything off. There we are. Okay. What is my PC specs? Okay, the PC I've got here, it's an i7 4770 running at 3.5 gigahertz or something like that. I can't remember exactly. 32 gig of RAM, and I've got a GTX 1080 graphics card. which is really all you need to know. Windows is on an SSD drive, and I use ordinary spinning drives for all my data and software. Okay, so FS Flying School 2018. Let's bring it over here. Yeah, it can be a little bit of a. It can be stressful because he's talking to you all the time and he's telling you what to do and what not to do. Let's have a look at my logbook then. So Lightspeed's piloting Cessna, that was me. Flight plan, just Block Island. I didn't use nav 1. Flight duration was 8 minutes. Landing score 76.29, which is not bad. Landing was successful in the following areas: good glide slope on visual approach, good alignment with runway on visual approach, a gentle touchdown at 197 FPM, good landing speed, not too fast, wings were level, distance from runway threshold 672 feet, landed on runway surface, glide slope held until flare, good pitch control after touchdown, good pitch at landing, heading aligned with the runway, throttles idle, good controlled final descent to touchdown. Nice. Landing included the following problems: poor steering after landing. Yeah, well, we know that's Xplane. Stay on the center line. Definite room for improvement. Flight score 83.53. Not bad. Flight commended in the following areas: smooth turns, nice banking, comfortable G-forces, smooth pitch control, flown within aircraft's maximum speed limit, gentle taxi turns, smooth braking during taxi, smooth climb during takeoff, wings level near the ground, well coordinated turns, no stalls, no flying dangerously close to stall speed, smooth comfortable descent rate, pitch not too low, approach speed not too fast, low altitude speeds not too fast. Wow, this is really good, eh? Flight included the following problems: poor steering during takeoff, stay in the center of the runway, late rotation when VR is reached takeoff, flaps down while taxiing, get them up, yeah, okay, poor attention to taxi speed, dangerous to yourself and others, nose held too high, spilt drinks and worried expressions, definite room for improvement. I think that's good. Could you a favour and whack up your graphic settings that you generally use? Oh right, yeah, sure. Maybe he says what's your steering due to not following the taxi lines, just to get, yeah, of course it is. It's got to be, that's what I said. Right, so you want me to put up my settings, do you? What settings? Well, graphics, there we go. How's that, Darren? See, I'm only using 4,607 megabytes of textures currently loaded, so when you think about the graphics card I have, that's pretty low. Anti-aliasing, 4 times SSA, SSAA. It's all about finding the sweet spot, and for me this is a sweet spot. I mean, even though I've got quite a powerful machine. Right, I think I'm gonna have to go. Not just yet. I thought my wife was here, but she isn't. Where's my car? Oh, there's my car. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that short kind of review and live review rather than a video. I enjoyed it because of this, and it does put some pressure on you to fly properly and fly nice. So FS Flying School 2018 for Xplane 11 and 10. It's available on xplane.org, I believe. Let me find some information. There is a manual. There's the manual. See, it's quite a long one. It's quite a long manual, 47 pages. So it might help to read that. I think I'll be reading that. Just do a search for FS Flying School 2018. I believe it's on the org, but he also has his own shop as well on the internet. Prep for Cosford is going pretty poor at the moment, Darren, but it certainly will get going next month. So, yeah. Yeah. So, there we have it. I'll see you all soon. You take care, and you know, have a good one. And I'll probably do something live over the next couple of days as well again. All right. See you soon.
Dublin, November 180 Bravo Bravo with it.
November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014 Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo, descending for 60, so climb not above